Hello, so welcome to week 2. So let's get going with our warm-up. So as usual, a nice easy walk for 5 minutes. So get going. As we go through this warm-up, I'll explain everything that you need to know about the session and also the program itself. So well done, you have completed week 1. I hope it went well. So as you saw from the first 3 sessions, we did a shorter repetition session, we then did a pyramid based session, and then we did a longer repetition based session. So now we're on week 2. We're going to do something very similar, the similar type of sessions as we did last week, but we are increasing the running and decreasing the walking. So today's session, we're going to be doing 6 lots of 2 minutes with a 1.5 minute recovery, which is going to be an easy walk like we've been doing. Okay, so just a slight progression on from where we were last week with our 1 minute effort. So we've doubled the time up to 2 minutes, and we have got a little bit extra recovery, so that's the good news with that. So we can do this based on what you did last week. There's no reason why you'll struggle with this. Just keep going. I'll motivate you as we go, so just keep focused on what you're doing. Okay, so we're already over 1 minute through this warm-up, so just under another 4 minutes to go, and then we'll get going with the session. So as you make your way through this warm-up, just use your arms forwards and backwards. Try to avoid going across the body, and deep breath. Let's get as much oxygen into the lungs as we possibly can, getting ourselves warmed up, and every minute let's try and think about increasing that pace slightly until we end up with a bit more of a brisk walk towards the end. Okay, so we're nearly at the 2 minute mark now. So with this session, let's just try and keep those repetitions nice and steady. Let's not try and push it. Remember, the whole purpose of this program is that we're just going to increase the time of the running, so we can eventually get up to that 30 minutes without stopping. Remember, that's the end goal, so we're not overly concerned at this moment about what pace you're going. I'd much prefer it that you went off at a steady pace rather than you went off too fast and you had to tie it and slow down. Okay, so let's just try and keep a nice steady pace going through these 2 minute reps. Okay, so we're coming up to halfway now, so 2.5 minutes to go. You know this already from week 1, but I'm going to be doing these sessions as well, so I'm with you every step of the way. So I'll be here pushing you through, motivating you. I'll also be in charge of the time as well, so don't worry about that. You don't need to keep looking at your watch. I'll tell you exactly when to start and finish, so you just keep focused on what you're doing. Okay, so we're coming up to 3 minutes now, so let's start to increase that a little bit more. And open up your stride a bit more now as well. If you haven't already, please take a look at my Facebook page and my Instagram social media page. Like it, share it. If you think anyone would be interested in it as well, please let them know. If you know anyone that wants to get into running, or they've had a bit of a break and they're trying to get back into it gradually, this is the program for them. Okay, so just let them know, and hopefully it will help them out as well. Also, let me know how you're getting on through the workouts. It'd be great to hear how you're doing. So share your stories, share any pictures that you've got of you doing your workouts. If you're on any of the social media platforms for running, such as Strava, please share what you've done there as well, so we can see how you're getting on, and give you the thumbs up for that. Okay, so coming into our final minute now. Okay, so just 1 more minute to go. So let's just start to ease it down just slightly now. Okay, I want you firing on all cylinders for the first repetition in a minute's time. So let's just start to ease it down. Deep breaths, prepare yourself for the session that lies ahead. Also, I do have another podcast which is available, and it's for all levels of ability. So just search for Simon Minting Audio Training, and you can see lots of my other workouts that I have recorded as well for all levels. So there's some intermediate ones as well as some advanced ones. So not all just beginner ones. So please check those out if you would like to. Okay. So 30 seconds to go. So let's get ready to go. So just to recap, we've got 6 lots of 2 minutes, 1.5 minute recovery in between. Okay. With those 1.5 minute recoveries, let's just slow it right down to an easy walk. Let yourselves recover as much as possible. Okay. We are off in 10 seconds. So get ready. Come on, we can do this. Let's stay strong. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, off you go. So our 4 minutes has started. So off we go. Nice and comfortable. Let's take it easy. This is our longest repetition that we've done for week 1. Increased it now, but we can do this. You're more than capable of doing this session based on your last 2 sessions that we've completed already in the week 1 program. So well done. So come on, let's keep focused on this one, and then week 1 is complete. So I'll let you know how we're going through the 4 minutes, how much time's remaining, so you know when to stop. So don't worry about looking at your watch, just focus on what you're doing. I'll tell you how we're getting on. Come on, nearly up to the first minute already. So in our previous session, our maximum repetition was 3 minutes. It's only an extra minute from that, and we get a good generous break in between. So that is 1 minute gone now. So just imagine doing that 3 minute repetition that we did last time now, and then we'll take that break. Only 2 reps as well, remember, today, so quite a short session, but the whole purpose of this is that we're building this session up until we can get up to that 30 minutes without a rest. So each week this longer session will get longer in time, just building up gradually. So that's 1.5 minutes gone. I'm doing this with you. We're in this together, come on. Keep going. Working really well, just keep focused on your form. I know I keep mentioning it, but it's really important that you keep driving with those arms forwards and back. Open up your stride length, get a good stride. Knees nice and high. So that's 2 minutes, halfway already. Just got to do that again, okay? Come on. Working really well. We'll be in that long recovery very soon. So I'd love to hear from you after you've completed this session. Let me know that you've done your week 1 already. So go on to my Facebook page or my Instagram, share your story, and tell me how you're getting on. Come on, just over 1 minute to go now. Come on, 1 minute and 15 seconds left now. Doing really well. So that is 3 minutes now. So that is the same as our longest repetition that we did. So this is now the extra minute added on to that. Come on, nearly finished. You're doing so well now, come on. Let's keep this going right to the end. Just keep moving, doesn't matter what pace you're going. If you slow down for this final minute, doesn't matter. Just keep running. So 30 seconds left. Come on, right to the end now. So I mentioned it before, focus on a point in front of you. Let's try and get to that place, which is about 15 seconds in front of where you are now. It's always good to have a point to aim for, I find. Come on, last bit. Just 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant, well done. Right then, so nice and easy walk, nice and slowly. Deep breaths. You did it. You did the first rep. We got 1 more to go. So nice and easy. We got a really good recovery. The reason I'm giving you this 4 minutes is because this is your first long session. Okay, this is the first 4 minutes that you're doing. So I wanted you to fully recover so you're on good form to do that second 4 minutes. As the weeks do go on, we will be increasing the time and keeping those 4 minutes to begin with for the first few sessions, but then eventually we will drop it down to 3 minutes on some of the longer repetitions, and then eventually we're going to just do it as one long rep and not have these breaks in between. But that's the future. That's what we're aiming for. doing it nice and gradually. So we've gone 1 minute down already of our warm up, just another 3 to go. If you're still out of breath, don't worry, just take your time. There's no pace intended for this warm up. You just go at the pace you need to go at. Just deep breaths. So the good thing about these longer repetition sessions is there's only 2 of them. So it's not that many efforts to think about in this session. Just focus on the 2 and enjoy that nice break in between. It's always good to vary your programs and vary your sessions. So that's the great thing about this out of condition to mint condition program, is it's so varied. There's some short repetitions, there's some longer ones, there's the pyramids. It's always really good to work on different aspects of your fitness for running, which is what we get from doing these different sessions. So we're over halfway through this recovery, just under 2 minutes to go. Hopefully by now we're feeling a little bit better, starting to feel a bit more back to normal. If you're feeling okay, you can increase the pace of the walk slightly now, so you can go back to that sort of warm up pace you were doing at the start, so a bit more of a brisk walk, just to keep yourself moving. But if you do feel that you need a little bit longer, just take your time and just make sure that you recover for that second repetition. Just over a minute to go now, okay? It always seems to go so quickly. On paper you think, oh, 4 minutes recovery, it's lots of time. But it does go quick, especially when you're tired. But don't worry, everyone finds that. It's not just you. Everything that you're going through is exactly what everyone else is going through. No matter what their fitness is, everyone's working at their own level, and they're still working just as equally as hard, just as feeling just as much out of breath as I'm sure you are. But that's how we improve. We just got to keep it going. So 30 seconds to go. Then we're going to tackle that 4 minutes one more time, and then we'll cool down. So let's get ready to go soon. We've just got another 15 seconds to go. I'll let you know how we're getting on through the 4 minutes again. So again, just focus on your running. Don't worry about looking at that watch, finding out how much time's left. I'll let you know how we're doing. So are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's go. All right, come on, let's just match what we did before. Nice and gentle, come on. It's never good feeling when you go off too hard and you get tired towards the end, you got to slow down. It's always really good if you can try and keep that consistent pace. Or if you're not sure, just go a bit conservative at the start and you can always increase the pace towards the end. It's better to do it that way around than going off too hard and suffering. Pace judgment comes with time. The more you do, the more you know your body, the more you know how it should be feeling at each point in your runs. But that's how you learn as you go. So we're coming up to that first minute already. Come on, nearly there. That's 1 minute gone now, okay? 3 to go. Come on, let's count down these minutes. I know 4 minutes might sound a lot, but what I find helps is just breaking it down into sections. So think of it as each minute as your blocks. So now we're focusing on getting to that 2 minute mark. Don't worry past that for now. We'll worry about that in a few seconds. Come on, it's a minute and a half down. Keep it going, keep strong. Keep your form. Keep driving with those arms. Try and keep nice and upright. Try not to rock from side to side for your torso upwards. Engage your core muscles. Keep strong to the end. So that's 2 minutes down, halfway. Come on, 2 more minutes, and then we've done it. We can then start that cool down, and then you have finished week 1. That's all complete. And then we can look forward to week 2. Each week is just a slight progression, so you will be ready. After completing this, you'll be ready to up our time on each of the 3 sessions. Still keeping the same format of shorter repetitions for the first session, pyramid for the second, and then that longer repetition one for the third. Come on, keep going. We're nearly at our last minute. Last little bit to go. Right, minute to go. I know this is when it starts to hurt. Get a bit harder. Come on. Dig in a bit more now for this last minute. Right to the end. We have just another 30 seconds to go now. Come on. This is it. Keep going. Imagine that you're coming into the finish line, pulling away from anyone behind you and catching anyone up that's in front of you. Come on, right to the finish now. Don't stop now, it's just 10 seconds away. Here we go, come on, 3, 2, 1. Well done, you've done it. So, well done, you have now completed week 1 officially. That's all done. All 3 sessions are now complete. Fantastic. So now that we've done all 3 sessions, you know exactly how the program is structured. And then the plan is that we are just going to progress on those 3 sessions as we go through. So this is your easy walk now, so just keep walking through. And then as we go through, I'll explain what else we've got to look forward to. So as you go through these sessions, you will become fitter and stronger. I know that at the moment you're probably feeling a little bit out of breath and a little bit tired and sore, but don't worry, that is perfectly normal, especially if you're a beginner or you're just getting back from a break. But believe me, as you go through the weeks, your body has got a very good way of adapting and changing quickly until you'll be able to do this and feel a lot more comfortable. So just keep going with the program. So that's 1 minute of our cool down done already. So just got another 4 minutes to go. So just nice and easy. Don't worry about the pace now. You've done the hard work in the session. Just keep going through this 5 minutes. This is still part of the session because we're still working. We've still got the heart rate nice and high. We're not resting. We're just gradually building it back down. So with the volume of the session, this is still part of the work. Please like and share my social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. As I've mentioned, it's always great to hear how you're doing and let me know how you're getting on. If you also are finding these sessions are really beneficial and you're looking for the next step up, or you think someone that you know would also be interested in those higher level of intensity sessions, I do also have another podcast, so just search for Simon Minting Audio Training, available on Apple Podcasts and also Spotify. So check those out. There's lots of different sessions. There's some specifically for beginners, intermediate and advanced, and there's also some where there is a mixture, so all can join in at once. So we're over 2 minutes of this cool down. We're nearly at the halfway stage now, so just keep going, deep breaths. Hopefully by now you're starting to recover a little bit and feeling a little bit looser to how you felt when we just finished the session. So that's halfway now, okay? Just 2.5 minutes to go. As I've mentioned previously, all about the benefits of interval training. We're not just doing this to build up to the 30 minutes. This sort of training has lots of benefits. I've already mentioned about how it increases your speed and endurance, but the other benefits are that it improves your immune system. You do burn more calories by performing this way as well. you'll also find that you're going to have quicker workouts, so we're working more efficiently and effectively, which also leads to gaining results quicker, boost endorphins, it also leads to a healthier heart, and also hopefully you found it a bit more of an enjoyable workout rather than just focusing on one long effort. Hopefully it's broken it down into smaller sections and taking your mind off what we're doing. So you're doing really well. We're over 3 minutes now. We've just got another minute and a half to go. Today I'm going to talk about boost endorphins. Now this is probably one of my favorite ones, and I hope you can relate to it too. So after you finish your workout, so now, hopefully you're feeling really good about yourself, you're buzzing, endorphins have been released. It's a fact. It's not just something that you are feeling. It's what everyone goes through when they work at a good level. You're going to be feeling so good, not just now, but for the rest of the day. So enjoy that buzz. It's a really good natural high, and it's what keeps you motivated to keep coming back and doing more sessions and improving. So well done. I hope you enjoy that experience, and just keep going with your next sessions. So we're into our last minute now, so we're nearly finished our 5-minute cool down. So I'm just going to sign off shortly, ease down the pace a little bit more now. Remember to rest up when you get home, get ready for your next session. If you want to do any stretching, any foam rolling, anything like that, that always does help. Eat well, sleep well, drink lots as well, that always helps. We're going to start week 2 next week, so like we did this week, but we're just increasing the time of the repetitions of the running and decreasing the time of the repetitions of the walking, okay, until we can get to that final goal of the 30 minutes. So that is us done then for another week, so well done. Look forward to week 2. You can stop now, and I'm going to look forward to training with you again very soon. Goodbye.